stream is on, and it is also live on YouTube, I think. Yes, it is. Hello, everyone. Pixel here today, along with
Ashmanix.
And we're continuing where we left off in FF16. Why? Because this game is amazing, and I'm really enjoying it. I just want to get through as much of it as I can, when I can, however I can. I just want to play it. I don't need an excuse. Let's just go. Dive right in. We had the fight against Titan, and that is literally where we left off.
Yep.
Feels like we're going into the Bahamut arc now of the story. But that's going to take some build-up, because we're not as familiar with Bahamut as we are with Titan. And I really did actually feel like it could have been the end of the game. You were saying the same thing during that fight.
It felt like the climax of the story.
Yeah, because he'd been such a major player since the beginning of the game. But now, Benedicta's dead and he's dead. So those early players are now completely out of the story.
It's kind of sad. I feel a bit bad for them, especially Benedicta.
You know, you know Susie the Sphere Hunter on YouTube?
Yes.
She's been on YouTube very vocally about how much she loves Benedicta. She's her favorite character in this game.
Is it business or pleasure?
Probably because she's a very flawed character. A lot of people can relate to that.
Yeah.
Like a very complex, you know. I mean, they kind of, you find out a lot about her background near the end, which is kind of typical. And even now, I was just like, oh.
You felt bad for her.
Yeah, she was like, because she was jumping on everyone, but it kind of makes sense.
Well,
this is like
she was jumping on the king, the one who showed up in the cutscene at the end.
But also Titan dude.
Yes, as well. Oh, we got a new sword.
But it was her way, as I interpret it, right? It was her way to ensure security, because she'd been mistreated as a child growing up, and that was the only way she knew to get what she wanted. It was to manipulate men through those means, or at least find a way to some sort of safe.
Yes,
haven.
absolutely, and not
all of that. Just
it was just, and it felt bad. It just felt bad when we ended up killing her, even though she was not the greatest.
She was not evil.
She was not truly evil, but she was not truly good either.
She was not good either, but she was. She could have been good.
Now,
you know what I mean?
Hugo, the Titan, he is a bit more of a just a straight up brute.
Yeah, but he had I think his love for Benedicta kind of showed that he had some heart.
Yeah, he genuinely loved her, to the point where he imagined getting cucked. If you remember that.
Wait, what?
Do you not remember the cutscene where he was looking into the crystal and he saw first Ifrit, then our man? You remember now?
Yes.
Right, and our guy couldn't see it. Our guy could not see it, right?
He's like, our guy's like, why is he so pissed at me?
Yeah. I mean, it's he took it weirdly.
When you put it that way, fucking hell.
Wait, he took it weirdly. I mean, first of all, we killed her. We did not do anything else. We just killed her. He's the one who took it that badly and just started imagining that in the cutscene.
Jeez,
Why did he imagine that? I don't know. Maybe he's just that kind of guy. But
quick question: is there anyone in the chat just now?
I don't see anyone.
Right, I don't either. I was just in case my internet's being weird.
Ah, fair enough. There's no side quests. I would like to do some hunts, but it doesn't give a log for them. You just have to make a proper note, a mental note of where the hunt is, and go get it. So what I'll do is I'll carry on with the story by talking with Otto, and then see what happens.
We're seeing troops.
Oh, actually, let me see if there's any items to collect.
No surprises there.
Ah,
By the way, I am going to keep doing the side quests. I know people are like, the side quests suck. I'm enjoying them. I don't give a shit. They actually do give interesting stories, especially now.
Clive, you're back.
I am. And with glad tidings for once.
Some mouth sync out or something. Oh no, sorry. I know what I'm doing.
It's in these.
I'll be.
It's in these like minor cutscenes.
All of our comrades who lost their lives back at Sid's place be smiling down at you right now.
We had a stolus from Lubor saying Drake's fang had fallen. I expect that was your doing as well, was it?
It's a long story.
One for the history books, I'll bet.
Welcome home, Clive.
It's good to be back. You look better.
I feel it. Which means I'm coming on your next little adventure.
Oh yeah, she wasn't with us.
Wouldn't dream of it.
Garlic Bedex is in the chat asking, did anything happen in the last 2 parts? Mate, the last part was 10 hours long.
Shouldn't you be putting your feet up?
And a lot happened.
If you really want to know, go and have a word with Vivian.
Thank you. I will.
We've now ended a major part of the story, basically. We went and took on the Titan twice. Well, first as a human and then as a Titan. And now we've beaten him. And I think we're now moving on to other story moments because, well, one of the icon, what they call dominance, is out. So we're going to move on to the next one. Vivian here, the professor, is going to tell us what's up, as she always does.
I like Vivian. I want her to berate me.
I like Vivian. I wish she was my teacher.
I wish she was my everything.
The conquering hero returns. And with hardly a scratch on him.
I may have picked up 1 or 2.
Well, the fact that you came straight to me instead of visiting our resident Physica suggests that you picked up something more important. A scent. The scent of Waludas.
Yes.
Very same. But whatever plans Kupka was hatching with the Royalists, he took them to his grave. As did his men. Slaughtered by the Orcs who'd taken over the Fang. Orcs, Ian. I've never seen such creatures in Storm before. The Waludas must have ferried them over from Ash, but why? Why work to rescue Kupka only to invade his home, the mother crystal of an allied nation, and let both fall? It makes no sense.
Do you know the tale of the blind men and the Adamantus? One can often be led astray by focusing too closely on individual details. One must instead see the bigger picture. And what bigger picture is there than my map?
She's basically saying, don't miss the forest for the trees. So that's Ash on the right-hand side. There's 2 continents in this world.
The kingdom of Waloed
That's me.
claims dominion over all of Ash. It is a nation forged by the bloody conquest of Barnabas Tharm, the dominant of Odin. The Canvarian War of Independence in 849. The Battle of the Twin Realms in 865. The Battle of Belinus Tor in 873. Wheresoever his armies fought, Odin was found where the fighting was fiercest. But of late, the warrior king appears to have laid his sword to rest. Battle rages for control of the crystalline dominion. Yet Tharm sends not a single ship in support of his Dhalmekian allies. Meanwhile, the Blight ravages great swathes of Ash. Yet warlike Waloed shows not the faintest interest in laying claim to untouched lands. So why go to the trouble of sending an army of orcs into the heart of Drake's Fang, only to make no attempt to claim the Mother Crystal for Waloed? It can hardly be for lack of men. Tharm's armies rival any in the Twins. No. We have not seen the last of the Waluda standard. Odin will ride again. It is but a question of when. And on that day, who will be trampled underfoot?
They're making Odin and Bahamut like the 2 massive, crazy
In summary,
best icons.
I know not to what end the Royalists betrayed Kupka. I know only that it is part of some broader scheme. A scheme tied to the ambitions of one man.
King Barnabas.
But there is no need to wallow in confusion. If one is to cure a sickness, one must first identify the symptoms. And your Lord Uncle has volunteered to do just that by keeping an eye on the Royalists' movements.
He's really throwing himself into this.
His uncle is hilarious. I love him.
Indeed he is.
I hope he doesn't
Means all that
betray
remains
us.
for us to do is await his reports. Well, not quite all in your case. The people of the Hideaway must hear the news. Justice has been done. Hugo Kupka is dead. The wounds
He was the one that.
are still raw, especially for those who lived with Sid the longest. Tell them that those wounds might finally begin to heal.
Yeah, he destroyed the old hideaway.
Price of today's instruction.
I've never known you to be sentimental.
What can I say? I am only human. And we are,
I like that.
all of us, sentimental animals at heart.
I suppose we are. Very well. I'll go and spread the word.
I'm not. I'm a machine.
Here for another of my lectures.
Just
Allow
gonna-
me to educate you.
So just gonna go through as a sort of recap. So first of all, did you see his uncle come on a quest to the I call it the Middle East? I've forgotten what it's called in this. It looked like
Yes.
it looked like Turkey.
Yeah,
God, it was so good. Fucking loved that. His uncle was hilarious there.
His uncle's always hilarious. I love him.
He was especially hilarious there to me. I really like him. I don't see him as being anyone who will betray us.
I mean, I hope not.
Ah, wait, no. Yes, here we are. He came with us, and then he's just going to do some sort of work here now, I think. Where? There he is. Hugo. So we had the fight with him, and he's dead now. It was a crazy fight. That boss fight is going to stand in my mind. I can imagine 10 years from now, like it'll just come to me. This is that kind of
Fair
game.
enough.
I feel like this is that kind of game where, like, years from now, I will just have like vivid recollections
State of the
coming to me
realm
randomly.
is ever-changing, Clive.
I remember that game back in the day when.
Yeah, I will definitely replay this at some point. In fact, I'm considering actually going into the New Game Plus of this when I unlock it.
Oh.
Kind of tempted to get the platinum, but I also understand that the platinum in this is a bit hard to get.
Ah, Clive. Have you come seeking the gift of knowledge?
No. To share mine, actually. Hugo Kupka is dead.
Oh, my. Can it really be true?
Look, he's crying. He is. The big baby.
And with good reason, children. These are tears of joy. We must offer up a prayer to your parents that the heavens might weep with us. There shall be no lessons today, only thanksgiving and merrymaking. Go, put away your things.
Wow, school's out for the day.
Brilliant.
Nice. Can we kill a guy every day, Pa?
Finally, a new dawn has broken.
It has.
Thank you, Clive. I cannot wait to share the good news.
Hippocrates. After Kupka fell, Ultima came to me.
Yes, we need
I
to.
need to know what he is. Have you learned?
We need to know about him.
Alas, no. And not for want of trying. I have scoured nigh every historical tome in our collection and found nothing. Not even the sort of conspicuous absence that might suggest a concealment of fact. One is almost tempted to conclude that such a creature never existed.
But I saw him. With my own eyes.
I don't doubt that you did. Alas, it seems you are the only one who has.
Old Sid did, and he knew.
He reveals naught. We see only that which he leaves in his wake, like some terrible force of nature beyond the ken of mortal man.
And Joshua knows him.
Bringer of death.
Whether the Ultima you met with was the being itself, or merely another projection of its power, I know not. But until I do, my investigations shall continue.
Thank you. It means a lot.
I will be very surprised if Hippocrates actually finds out anything.
Just sitting all there reading books, not getting any info. Chop chop.
He's been reading books for 5 years now and hasn't gotten anything.
Disappointing. Get good, old man.
Thanks to Sid, the man who hurt your mother and father is gone. I'm sure they're looking down on us now and smiling.
The thing is, though, in reality, it doesn't really give you.
Well, someone looks pleased with himself. It's true what I'm hearing, then.
Nothing escapes you, Lady Karen. It's true. Kupka is dead.
No more looking over our shoulders, then.
That's one thing as well.
Starting to get a crick in my neck. Don't let it go to your head, though.
He only turned into a gigantic fucking monster and we took out the entire desert.
Blackthorn,
True.
do you have a moment?
What is it? I'm busy.
I wanted to tell you that Hugo Kupka is dead.
I can't tell you how long I've been waiting to hear those words.
God, he sounds actually relieved.
This is it then. A new beginning under a new Sid.
I'll try to live up to the name.
I didn't notice it, but someone posted a clip
Let's see if
on
Oxford has anything else for me.
Twitter, which shows
Right.
original Sid and then Clive saying the same thing. And fucking hell, it's a badass moment. It's Sid walking in, lightning on his hand, saying, "I'm here to even the odds. Any objections?" And then Clive says the same thing like when he introduces himself as Sid.
Ah, does he? When did he say that?
When he introduced himself as Sid, the first time he came up as Sid.
In the Middle East.
Yes,
Oh.
I love shit like that, where it's like he's taking a page out of his notebook. I didn't notice it when I was playing this, actually. I only noticed it, well, rather, when that clip was sent my way. I'll send it your way. When I saw that clip, I'm like, oh, that's a real neat callback.
It's true. I heard it from Otto's own lips.
We're seeing troops amassing at every border crossing.
And that's
You barely sat down since you came home. Vivian got you running errands or something?
just spreading the word.
So, the Professor's got a soft side, has she? I'd never have guessed.
No. She was right, though. Everyone was glad to hear the news.
Ah, but you ain't told everyone. I can think of plenty of friends back at the old hideaway who'd sleep more peacefully for knowing. Not least of all Sid. You should tell him.
You're right. I should. And I will.
Well, when you do, be sure to take Mid with you. She's been going at it hammer and tongs down in that workshop of hers, trying to do her father proud. I can't remember the last time she visited the old sod's grave.
Very well. I'll suggest it.
Time to talk with Mid then, eh?
That's Sid's daughter.
Yeah. Those Moogle noises, yeah. Nectar wants us to take on these hunts.
Calm yourself, Nick. I got more important things to do.
All right, Rosaria, we got one monster there, and then there's a bunch in Dalmikia. Dalmikia is the Middle Eastern area. Oh, and this S tier one is in an unknown location. Interesting. The Breaker of Worlds. Oh god.
Nice.
Right. Well, we'll get on these hunts later. I've been enjoying doing the hunts as well because they're nice and tough enemies. Wait, hang on. How'd you get there? Oh, it's that long one. Yeah, so in the half an hour that didn't get streamed in my previous stream because I fucking didn't hit the live button. Not that I normally need to.
Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures.
I was talking about how people were complaining about how easy the game is.
Mm-hmm.
That they feel it undercuts the value of it, or that it's not as good as it can be, and I'm like, I don't remember Final Fantasy being a difficult series of games. Right the Tub agreed with me on this, saying that it doesn't need to be hard. They're comparing it to Elden Ring. And I was thinking to myself, imagine that Titan fight we just did. And now, imagine if I kept dying for 2 hours, 3 hours. It would take the tension out of it, it would take the hype out of it.
True.
I think it's alright as it is. It may be a little easy, it's true, but I don't think that that's necessarily a bad thing. They clearly want people to enjoy the moment.
All right, Clive? What do you want?
I'm going to visit Sid, and I thought you might like to come with me.
Sorry, I'm too busy for all that right now. I've got to get this thermal displacement stack sorted.
Thermal...
displacement stack. Here.
And this is for...
Only the fastest, finest ship the world has ever seen. The Enterprise.
Oh boy. We're going to space?
The final frontier.
It together. Where other vessels rely on the fickle winds to drive them through the water, ours is fitted with mithril engines. And those things have got more push than a behemoth in a bad mood, and more heat than all the hells put together. Which is where the stack comes in. I may have already talked some tight-lipped shipwrights into putting the hull together for me in a little dockyard in Canva. But the stack's a bit more involved, so I'm building it here. Thing is, it's so involved that I'm running behind and it's starting to hold things up over at the shipyard. I'll come and see my dad, though, when I'm done. Whenever that is.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Good old Clive. I were hoping you'd say that.
He knows it's fetch quest time.
I need some parts meching. The stack will be made up of 3 major components. There's the plating, here, that channels hot vapors away from the engine. The helm over the top, that disperses all that heat into the air. And the shielding around the sides, that stops the rest of the ship from going up in flames.
A full suit of armor, then? Probably best to take it one piece at a time.
Then you'll need to start with the plating. Everything else fits onto it. I've got the designs and the list of materials here. Show these to Blackthorn. He'll know what to do.
You having a hard time with the post, Scarlet predicts? Chat is still broken then?
I can't make head nor tail of them.
Luckily, you don't need to.
I don't know what's going on. I don't know why chat has been broken for me.
Maybe you've angered the YouTube gods.
Well, all I can say is fuck you, YouTube. Fix your shit.
You're just gonna get more stuff thingied.
You know me better than that. If shit starts going wrong, I'll just get even angrier. It ate like 5 or 6 of your comments. Bloody hell. You were trying to point out that some people who complained about the game being too easy were using the easy mode item. I'm not talking about them. There's a fair amount of fucking trolls, I know that, because they're trying to badmouth this game, I presume, because of the whole Microsoft Activision acquisition right now. There's a lot of bad blood between Sony and Microsoft, and this game has been caught up in it because it's a PlayStation 5 exclusive. So any chance to poo-poo this, they'll take it.
Blackthorn, can I ask a
And stuff like those easy mode rings are for people like my mum if she wanted to play this game. You just hammer square.
I'm otherwise engaged. Spare myself the arseache. Go on then. What is it this time?
She said you would know. Here.
Thermal plating designs. Here you go.
Krieger's Teats. I don't know what the hell you'd want this for, but I can make it. Won't be easy though. And I'll need help. Get Gav and Otto in here, will you?
Oh god. Right. We need Gav for this one.
Gav.
Fucking love Gav. He's a popular one as well.
So Mid's roped us all in here again, has she? Typical. Still, if that's what it takes to get her to visit Sid's grave, I'll do what I can.
And, what is it we need to do, exactly?
Take a look at this. It's this plating. The usual saw grade steel won't work. We need something that can get very hot, very fast, and still keep its shape. That means an alloy. Something that won't break or buckle at the temperatures she's talking about. Which is where you lot come in. I need materials, and I've got my work cut out already. You'll have to fetch them. Now, there's a special kind of sand I'm after that you can only find out in the Velcroy. Stardust, they call it.
Yes, we're going back to the desert.
The rest of the stuff, my usual supply should have it in stock. It just needs buying and bringing back here.
Well, we'll get it done quicker if we split up. One of us should probably give you an hand coat in the sand.
And the other can go and get the rest from this supplier.
Right then.
Well, make your minds up who's going where, we can get this over with.
Gav's coming with me. Prioritize.
Up to you who you take to the desert. I mean, Gav's good in a fight, but you don't have my winning personality.
Ah, don't listen to him. You'll be in the lowest of low company with either of us.
He's a proper Scot, ain't he? Wait, hang on.
You going after the Stardust then, are you?
Of course I am.
Which one of these two lucky souls is going with you?
Oh, I get to choose. Yeah, I'm taking Gav.
Gav, you're with me.
All right, then. So, where do we find this Stardust stuff?
There's a river that runs through the southern reaches of the Velcroy. It's the black sand that washes up on its banks that you're after.
Southern reaches of the Velcroy, eh? That's down past Dalamil. I'll go and scout the place out. See about hiring us a wagon to bring the stuff back to.
All right. I'll meet you by the river.
While you're off having a paddle, I'll pick up the rest of the stuff from Blackthorn's supplier. Take care.
You two, eh? Don't go letting him fleece ya.
Fleece me? I'd like to see him try.
In your own time.
I wonder if anyone took Otto. I'll have to check some streams and see. Because Gav, people love Gav.
Rightly so.
Right, let's go. Oh, there's a side. Oh, there's side quests. What's going on? For great justice. And there's a side quest here as well. Use your loaf. All right. Well, we're going to Dalimil.
Dal.
Right, yeah. The desert. I fucking love this place. I know that a lot has been made about this game looking like the UK. But look at this place. It's magnificent.
UK never looked so warm.
The finest fabrics, fresh from the capital.
God.
Oh, man.
I just get caught up in this place.
Fragrant herbs and spices from the breadth of the twins and beyond.
Leave now, there'll be no one to man the shop.
All right, Martage, what's up?
Gone, just like that. And without so much as a by your leave.
What's the matter?
It's my apprentice. He up and vanished while my back was turned. I'd go and look for him myself, but I've got a bakery to run. A bakery that's now short one pair of hands. Loath though I am to rely on the kindness of strangers, I'm at a loss. Please, will you see if you can find him?
Of course, why not?
I'll see what I can do.
Time is money. Don't get money.
They've gone.
I wouldn't be surprised if he was off somewhere mooning at Drake's Fang. He used to work there, you see. Poor fool left his heart in its hollow.
All right. Then that's where I'll start.
Garlic Predict says, buy all the bread. We need the apprentice so that this guy can get on making bread. That is some... Look at... Fucking hell, man. Look at that bread as well. They got a bunch of, like, naan.
Whoa.
They got some proper, like, what looks like...
I'm fucking hungry. I could do with some naan bread, man.
Look at that. Oh, that looks so good. No joke. Wait, Drake's Fang? What the fuck? That's all the way down there. Right, let's go down here.
Chocobo, go.
Oh, I'm out of limit break. Ah, that's not a problem, really. Who's this bloke? What the hell? There's just a dude here. Oh god, the 9 of knives!
What?
This dude just came up as a fight.
Lovely.
He's level 39. No, 8.
Come. Let us feast on your flesh. Your feasting days are over.
Well, this is gonna be bad. This is gonna be bad.
Oh, this guy's tough.
Yeah, he's a much higher level than I am. Oh god. Oh god. Ah. Fuck, fuck, fuck. If I spam him from far away. Oh, there we go. Oh, bloody hell. God, I can't figure out when his fucking attack hits. It's so weird. There. And he just armors through my hits as well.
Too slow.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Fuck. Fucking air combo. What the fuck's he doing? Ooh. Fuck me, this guy's... No, you don't. Come on. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Oh, dear. I died.
Annihilated.
Oh boy, yeah. This guy's an optional fight and clearly way higher level than me. Oh, hello. Arjun Arts. Good Parry gave me my 100th sub. Thank you very much, actually. Oh god, how are we going to get around this guy? He's literally standing in the way of where I'm supposed to go. I'll see if I can go around him using the Chocobo. Because I'll come back to fight him another time. He's an A rank and way higher level than me. How do I rate the game so far? I freaking love this game. It's why I'm playing it now. Even though it's evening. I was also saying earlier that I would probably like to try and get some more progress out of this than I usually get. I was planning on just doing the story. Now I'm considering even doing like the New Game Plus at some point. Although I will have to... Oh god, I used my elixirs up. It gave me my potions back, but not my elixirs. Which means we lost money on that one. Not that Gil is that hard to come by in this game, so no big deal. Right, here we are. I forgot what... Oh, it's the... We came here for the Baker's Apprentice, right.
Excuse me.
What do you want?
The baker sent me to find you.
I am a sorry, selfish sod, aren't I? Certainly not a baker. Master must have ruled the day he took me in. Time was the sight of the Fang used to calm my nerves. But now look at her.
I take it you missed the Mother Crystal.
I hated her. But she was all I knew. Worked her mines for years. And when she shattered, part of me shattered with her. I had to trade my pickaxe for a rolling pin. But I'm no good at baking. Every loaf I touch collapses. My bread's as hollow as I am. She was the only thing that could fill the hole inside me.
Phrasing.
I loved her, damn it. But now she's gone. She's never coming back. What am I supposed to do? I ask her. How does a shell of a man learn to live again?
You find something else to love. Oh, what advice will you offer? Express yourself. Remember the good times. Focus on your work. You know what the sad truth is? If you were asking me this, I would say focus on your work, and that sounds like the wrong answer.
Yeah, it's the wrong answer.
Remember the good times. That sounds like a shit answer. I don't know about express yourself, though.
Just express yourself, fuck it.
Perhaps you could express yourself in your work. If you miss the Fang, maybe you could recapture it somehow.
Recapture it? I'm a baker, not a... You know, you might just be right.
Okay.
What a fool I've been! I have to get back to the bakery right away. Thank you. Thank you, my friend. You've opened my eyes.
I said a few words and that was it. Ah, Clive.
Suppose you won't be needing an escort then.
In what sense of the word? Thank you, fast travel. If you want a more in-depth appraisal of this game, I think this game is really excellent. It captures a lot of what older Final Fantasy games actually felt like. In particular, this one reminds me of 4 a lot, which is weird.
Ah, there you are. The man who lit a fire under my wayward apprentice.
There he is.
Though I worry you might have stoked the flames a little too high. He damn near ran me down trying to get to my oven.
Master, it's ready. Behold the Drake's Balm. A truly unique creation.
It looks like he's put jam in it or something.
I dare say it is.
Just look at it. A perfect likeness of the Fang herself. Her steeple peaks, her fulsome spurs, her inviting hollow.
Phrasing.
What?
My loaves collapse more often than not, but what's the Fang without her crater? Why? No Fang at all. And look, inside. She's filled to bursting with a bounty of beautiful crystals. Salt! Crystals!
I think that's too much salt then.
Master, I have found my purpose. I must use my work here to preserve...
You want to have bread that's stuffed with salt?
...of the Fang.
Yes.
Well, if it tastes half as unique as it looks, I'd certainly say you're onto something.
Well, give it a taste.
Not only is my apprentice back, but he's finally pulling his weight. With any luck, I might even have a new delicacy on my hands. I don't know how you did it, but you have my thanks.
You have my welcome. Well, at least we got 800 gil from that one. I need to go buy some elixirs.
Yeah, money is the answer to all problems.
Yes, they're quite
My
sweet.
carpets have pride of
Garlic Predict says the bread needs more garlic.
Of course.
I love your commitment to the role. Let's have a see.
I love you. You're very funny. I don't think you realized the pun there.
I did. Of course I did. I said it on purpose. Alright.
Where did we live?
Oh, Final Fantasy 15 installed. I almost forgot I was downloading that. Oh, it's gonna fucking start downloading a bunch of DLC now too.
What, did you get DLC with it?
Like an interesting...
No, you know PlayStation Plus?
Yep.
So that includes Final Fantasy 15 and all of its DLC.
Right.
Silver platters.
Now, do something.
Honestly, this place, every time I look at this place, it just makes me want to go back. Abroad.
I hear you've been busy.
Have I?
You and I.
Oh, yeah, these conversations don't have voices. But the beginning part, they voice the beginning part and it throws me off.
Alas. Still. Stay safe out there.
Drake's fangs for her.
Right. So we have to go. Wait. Oh, this gate. Right, make for the river in the south of the Velcro.
Looks like I found the river. Where's Gav?
If you're wondering about the river, there it is. God, hang on. I'm just gonna have a look at the river for a moment. Look at that.
Ooh.
I know, right? Just like I said, just looking at this makes me want to go abroad again. And they've picked the perfect music.
Well, Cookson, you gonna go to the Middle East? Take me. Let's go.
Sorry to keep you, Gav.
Better late than never.
Sorry, I had to help a guy with his bread.
And I reckon round here's our best bet if we want to grab as much of this Stardust stuff as we can. Don't know what Blackthorn's planning to do with it, though. I asked over in Dalamil, and they seem to think it was worthless. But if Stardust is what Blackthorn wants, Stardust is what he'll get. There's plenty of this stuff lying about, just begging to be bagged.
Then let's get bagging, shall we?
Good, then no one's gonna miss it.
Race, yeah?
Wait a minute, am I going the right way? I am going the right way. There's a weird blockade in the middle of this map. Have you ever played or watched Final Fantasy 12?
Yes.
Right, because 12 is based on like Mediterranean areas.
Yeah, it
and
was
stuff.
all sandy and stuff.
Yeah, a lot of desert and
this is
places like this.
It just looks like black sand to me.
Oh, you have to get 5 of them. Kill. Oops. There we are. Well, this is hardly the most exciting adventure in the quest. Quest in the whole adventure, I mean. Having said that, I can't... Oh, nope. No guidance. Oh, boy. I guess it's by the river only.
Oh, that river's beautiful.
I know, right? Every time. I can't get over how good it looks. Even just this desert environment looks great.
Now. Let's see how Gav's getting on.
Like this whole arc from the fight with Hugo, going up to this desert and then fighting with Titan. Fucking great.
You finished? How much did you get?
5.
Enough. I hope.
Did he get any? Isn't said.
Oh,
Probably not.
you win. That might even be enough for old Blackthorn. Hey, before we go, do you mind if we have a chat?
All right. What's on your mind? Look at that, man.
Damn.
There's an area in, I said this last time as well. There's an area in Turkey that looks like that.
Ages since we had the chance to talk. You know, man to man like.
It does, doesn't it?
Back when you first took Sid's name, we were talking all the time. Working out what to do in that.
There was a lot to work out.
And there still is. Those shoulders of yours starting to feel the strain. Hardly ever see you around the hideaway nowadays. Always on some errand or other. You can take a day off, you know.
Well, says the man who spends most of his time behind enemy lines.
Only 'cause you keep sending me there.
I know I can count on you, Gav.
Likewise. So you keep sending me wherever you need to, and I'll keep going. Safe in the knowledge that I have a home to come back to. Thanks to you.
Nice thing to say.
So what accent do you think Gav has?
It's a generic Scottish, it sounds like.
It's not Scottish, mate.
You're going to say
I
it's
was
well?
wondering about it. It's a northern England, I'd say.
One day, we'd better get this lot back to
Or
Black
maybe Welsh.
before he slings his hammer at someone.
You go on ahead. And try to get some rest once you're there.
Oh, I plan to. Believe you me. After Blackthorn gets what he needs, of course.
I guess it could be like Yorkshire or something.
Yeah, it sounds kind of like that.
Right. Ready to go home, boy?
Rough.
I'm not the best with accents, but yeah.
From your own country. Disappointing.
Well, people have always... I mean, I've told you
I
this
know what
before.
that is. You live in London and there's nothing north of London. Don't give a shit. So what accent's that? It's not London. It's not East London.
I
It's
mean,
not
people
West
say
London.
my accent ain't fucking British either sometimes.
Who the fuck says that? They're wrong. That's you shouldn't be. What did they say you sound like?
Quite often I've had people say I sound American. I'm like, what?
American.
I don't think I sound American at the very least.
I don't know. You don't. What do you say, chat? Does Kixel sound at all American?
No.
No, I'm waiting for the chat, not for you. Of course you're going to say that.
Oh, can't install this add-on? Why not?
What, have you ran out of space?
I might have actually. The connection to the server has been lost. Try again.
Oh, shit.
There we are. Doesn't matter. Yeah, it's connected.
Hybrid X says, I think Kuxel sounds British, but with very low accent.
That's an interesting way of putting it.
What, has he just got like this a generic accent then?
I don't know how to interpret that. It also doesn't help that I switch sometimes.
What? Switch between what?
Accents. So I'll be like, I've got
Yes,
a
what-
bottle
no,
of water. And then I could be like, I got a bottle of water. Depending
You
how
just
I'm
go more.
going.
So every so often you go, oh, governor! You just go full on fucking.
I
East
unlock
London.
I unlock the East London Cockney.
Fucking.
The more
what's
Cockney
it?
my accent goes,
Chimney
the
sweep.
oh fuck.
East London
The more
chimney
Cockney
sweep.
my accent goes, the higher my power level is at that moment in time.
I think when you get angry, it just goes fucking. Oh, bruv! It's like fucking.
Oh gosh.
Do I have much of an accent?
Yes,
Brett?
you do have quite an accent. So much so that Loopy has complained that she can't understand what you're saying sometimes.
Oh, what? Fuck off.
I'm not joking.
Loopy needs to get good. I don't even have a strong Scottish accent.
You have to
compared
understand that where she comes from, they don't speak English very often as well.
Mate, my accent. What? Nah, I just think Loopy needs to get a bit better at English. That's an English comprehension issue, not the way I speak. Like, granted, I go full on "get in my belly" type shit, but and that's when you go, what the fuck?
I don't think you go full fat bastard all the time, though.
No, that's the thing. Like, I only do that when I want someone to get in my belly.
Interest you in today?
What? You got a sword better than my own? Fuck off. Right.
There's a guy called Lemmy. Let me just check this. He's on. He had a show called The Lemmy Show, right?
The Lemmy Show.
Yeah, I've never really watched it. I just see clips of it now, but it was on. I don't know when it was on.
Garlic Predicts
But he-
says Ash is Scottish but easy mode.
Yes. Yes.
Clive, your timing is exquisite as always. I have a concern which you may be able to assist me with.
Go on.
There are whisperings afoot of shadowy figures having been sighted outside the village. Rustlings in the undergrowth, suspicious noises. My people fear that they are being watched. It may be no more than a surfeit of nerves, understandable in the current climate, or it may be the prelude to something altogether more dangerous. Given what I hope you'll forgive me calling your nose for trouble, I wondered if you might investigate.
Limmy's is impossible mode.
Yes. I was gonna say Lemmy. Like he streams and shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's a weird thing to have seen a guy on a Scottish
Listen to their tales.
TV show and then now he's like streaming.
All right.
But that's a proper kind of Glaswegian. That's kind of what the fuck. Even I'm like,
So
one second, I just need to process
When
this.
I think of Scottish, I tend to go back to my default of thinking about Kevin Bridges and
He's
Frankie
Glaswegian.
Boyle.
Glaswegian both.
Yeah.
Yeah. And even then, they're not the strongest.
So
they're strong, but not the strongest.
Yeah, but when you point out that they're Glaswegian, does that mean that like people from Edinburgh or I don't know, maybe what is it called, Fife or whatever, they have different accents?
They do. You
Right.
might not be able to tell the difference. I don't know.
Something on your mind?
Right.
There is actually.
Edinburgh, they sound more English.
Quentin tells me people have mentioned shadowy figures out in the woods.
They're all posh there.
Have you noticed
There you go.
anything unusual?
Oh, that. No, sorry, can't help you. I heard the rumours, mind, from the lads working over at the vineyard, but none of them has seen anything either.
All right. Thanks anyway.
I do want more British acting in games.
But when can I go on?
I don't know why. I just like it better. I feel like it lends itself a certain prestige as well.
British.
You know, more than just here's an Englishman sounding like a villain. I know I showed you Xenoblade Chronicles 3. Specifically that one girl who I quite like in it.
Yes.
Because she's fucking hilarious.
It feels like an arsey girl from school. Like, because I went to school for a while in England, right?
Yeah.
Just reminds me of like the arsey girls at school.
Absolutely. That's what I fucking love.
The one that you probably have a crush on, but you won't admit it because you...
Nah, not me, Gov. I heard the rumours, though. I'm here most days, right next to the gate, and I ain't seen nothing out of the ordinary. Don't worry. Any shady characters try and slip into town this way, and I'll soon come running. And shouting, most likely.
All right. Thank you.
Right then. I'm wondering why this one is called For Great Justice. I remember that being a meme, like a really old internet meme. And I can't remember what it was about now.
have a moment? There's talk of suspicious figures in the woods. Have you seen anything out of the ordinary?
Point at him, please.
No, but I've heard something. Sound of scraping metal, like someone sharpening a sword.
Where was this?
In Lorbert's Pass. Was out foraging for herbs when I heard it, screeching out from between the trees. Ran back here as quick as my legs would carry me, and I ain't been back since.
I see. I'll look into it. Thank you.
Right, we got a location. Just past her.
Why in the hell is
Pass is our best bet.
QT such a pain in the arse?
What do you say, Torgal?
Sorry?
QT, the thing I'm using.
Right.
Loopy will know. She was talking about trying to use it. Fucking pain in the arse.
Oh, yes. I love this music too.
Oh, it reminds me of some fucking visual novel style music, like detective-y. Love it.
Well, this is old school RPG style music. The way I've described the music in this game is it reminds me of really old RPGs, but like with modern orchestrated instruments instead of synthesized. And I freaking love it. What is it?
You there.
Fuck! He's seen us.
I love it. That's my reaction.
Yeah.
Fuck!
What the hell are you doing here? What is it to you? Not that we give a damn. All that matters to us is that you don't leave here alive.
Oh, they're all fucking on the ground now.
It's over.
That's all of them. Right. Launch Zig for great justice. Right, that's it, because that's a really old one.
Why were they here? Were they planning an attack on Lostwing? I need to warn Quentin.
You got it wrong. It's Move Zig. Right, either way. It's a very, very old meme, that one. $21 add-ons. Bloody hell. What were they doing with Final Fantasy 15?
Clive, how goes the hunt for our sinister figures?
I found some black shields hiding near Lorbert's Pass. They're gone now.
Black Shields. The Empress's former bloodhounds. Though they serve another master now. One who means to root out and destroy both me and those I care for. And it would appear the pack has finally caught the scent of its prey. Damn it all. I had hoped I would have more time than this. More time to prepare. But if we are cornered, we have no choice but to bite back.
Yes.
Bite back we shall.
Yes.
I'm sorry. You're going to need to explain. Who did the Black Shield serve now? And why would that person want you dead?
Because I want him dead.
That's a pretty good reason, then.
The former Lord Chief Justice of Sanbreque. All that I have built here is for him.
I don't understand. Why him? Why Lostwing?
I suppose it is better that you know the truth. I was a member of the judiciary once.
Ooh.
So sickened was I by the injustice of this world, I swore to fight it.
No wonder you sound like that.
And fight it I did, in my own small way. I saw more than a few corrupt officials condemned to the very cells into which they had thrown blameless innocents. Men to whom the law was but a scourge to turn against the powerless. And throughout, it was the Lord Chief Justice who backed me, who was my one true ally in the quest to see justice done.
So what changed?
I discovered that he hunted bearers for sport. I was a fool to think he shared my hatred of venality and vice. His support for me was no more than a facade, a means of ridding himself of his rivals, a mask to hide the rot beneath. I filed suit against him immediately. His response, however, was rather more visceral. He had my entire family slaughtered.
Fucking hell.
No punishment whatsoever.
Because he's Lord Chief Justice.
Everything. My loved ones, my livelihood, my position, the faith I had once held that any modicum of justice might be achieved through the courts. So I set about enacting my own.
Yes!
I tracked down every soul who served him and slit their throats myself.
There you go.
The man himself proved an altogether more difficult target. With money and power come protection. And so I saw that I would need an army of my own.
No wonder you stay in the
I came
shadows.
here to Lostwing and began recruiting like-minded individuals.
And everyone here knows this is why you do what you do.
Of course. They too have lost loved ones to the bearer hunts. Seen faultless friends sent to the gallows to spare the guilty. All under the watchful eye of the Lord Chief Justice. Our wounds are the same. And our cause is the same. We are comrades. And our revenge is already in motion. We know where he hides, how numerous and well-trained his guard. What we did not know until now, however, was that his plans may already be in motion too.
Quentin.
Our time is short. He may move against us at any moment, unless we move against him first.
You know what this feels like to me?
Comrades,
what?
It begins. Make ready.
If you've played Mass Effect, right, you get what you call loyalty quests for your main characters. This feels like that. Wait, what? That's the end of the quest? Nah, there must be more. Come on.
I'm not going to change his mind.
I don't care about that. Oh my god, there's no follow-up yet. There must be a follow-up at some point. You can't just leave it at that. That was really good. It's also made the music like really dark.
I like it.
Same.
Let's hope this is all Blackthorn needs.
Well, let's see what he says. Oh, I'm just going to check the stone very quickly. I'm not going to do anything, but I want to see if in arcade mode... Yeah, there's the fights. That Roselith and that Drake's Fang. Yes. Stage replay goes there as well. That's good. And this part, apparently, when you beat the game, is like a boss mode sort of thing, like a time trial or something.
Right.
Blackthorn, got everything you need?
Yeah, I do. Cheers for the Stardust. Should be enough to be getting on with.
We should go out on maneuvers together more often. Or beat sneaking around on your Todd all the time.
I'll make a start on putting this thermal plating together then. It will take some time, mind. So if you've got other things to be getting on with, I could do without you breathing down my neck.
Thank you, Blackthorn. I'll let Mid know construction's underway.
Oh, we got a lot of renown there. Hang on. Got some stuff to pick up, I think.
Suppose we'd better be getting back to work too.
Give us a shout if you need anything.
He cracked the crystal too.
Yeah, just figured, why not, while he's there? Let's break the crystal as well.
Break all the crystals.
I think we only got maybe 2 left. I can't remember.
Good.
We're seeing troops amass at every border crossing. No surprises there.
How may I help you today, Clive? Come to claim your just desserts?
Yes.
You earned this.
Yes.
Best of luck out there, Sid.
Alright, let's have a see. I've got some ability points now. Wow, 3,000. When did I get all these? Oh, I'm not a fan of Titan. Titan skills. Suppose they could be pretty good, but... Let me see if I... I could get this move again. It's pretty good. Master, yeah, allows assignment. No, I think what I'll do is I'll just increase the potency of Flames of Rebirth then. Upgrade, increasing number of hits. Yep, that's good. And I'll also... Oh, I don't have enough points for fucking Limit Break now. Alright, we'll keep saving up. No more side quests? No more side quests. Alright. Back to Mid. Why does she have to be at like the most furthest reach of the bloody area?
His life.
I think Mid might need some help.
Alright, here we are, Mid.
If I don't come up with something soon.
You'll be pleased to hear that Blackthorn's started work on the plating.
Excellent. 1 down, 2 to go.
So, what's next?
The helm, of course. For this, we'll be repurposing fallen scrap.
Salvage from the ruins? I thought that material was all but impossible to work.
Ah, but we don't have to.
I'm sorry.
Just so happens there's one particular ruin that's broken into exactly the right shape and size pieces for what we need.
That's convenient.
Yeah.
What's the name back there? I'll give you all the details.
What's her name?
What's her name?
Right.
What is her name? Eleanor.
Oh, Sid, is this about the helm?
Yes. Mid said I should speak with you.
I'll show you the plans then. Here you see the Mithril engine, in which Mithril is burned to generate heat.
Oh, Mithril is burned,
Then
right.
harnessed to produce motive force. Excess heat is dealt with by means of the thermal displacement stack, which disperses it into the surrounding air.
Is it just me or does she sound really stiff?
To rely on thermal
Yeah.
plating alone to achieve this effect, the rate of excess heat buildup would far exceed the displacement coefficient of the plating. In other words, the reactor would overheat and eventually explode. This is where the helm comes in. It connects to the plating, you see, and serves as a sort of thermal sink to absorb all that excess energy. Our experiments have shown that fallen ceramics are remarkably thermophilic. They can withstand and absorb levels of heat far above anything we are able to make today. And not only that, they're also waterproof and immune to rust, making them the perfect material for our protective hood. Why? If sea or rainwater were to enter the reactor proper, it would vaporize instantly. The forces produced would tear the ship from stern to...
You can stop there.
You sound like you're getting turned on by this.
Said we might be able to use parts of a fallen ruin.
Well, she is an engineer.
Where would I find it?
Mate, I'm an engineer, and I don't,
near Lostwing.
and I love engineering, but I don't get that horny for it.
I probably should have arranged to have the pieces we need brought
I
in.
want to take wherever she's taking.
You see, a certain unwanted visitor has taken up residence there. It's no longer a matter of just walking in and taking them. It's,
There's a boss monster.
going to be considerably more dangerous than that.
I see. Then I suppose I'd better deal with this unwanted visitor for you. Would that help?
Oh, very much. Thank you, Sid. I'll gather my team and head there right away. We'll meet you outside the ruins.
Wait, where do I go for this one? Lostwing again.
I'll be taking you all to a storehouse in the Bales. Leave anything you don't need behind.
What's going on? I can't do anything about that yet. Right, let's see. This area is very easy to get lost in. Oh, Loopy, welcome. So weak, you missed me dying to an optional boss earlier. One that just happened to be in my path, so I had to avoid it.
Leave at once.
So wait, I just thought about it. We're making a ship now, so we don't need to borrow the one from Lord Byron then.
Guess so.
Two gil. Wow. How generous of you, game.
You're finished!
This ought to be it.
Oh, there you are, Sid. Thanks so much for coming. The, ruins are just over there, as is the creature I told you about, I'd imagine. Would you mind?
She sounds so nervous.
Of course. I'll be right back.
Right. Well, let's go ahead. Oh, didn't get to pick up that item.
Anybody home?
Oh, it's you again.
This must be our unwanted visitor. Time to go.
Oh, it's literally called Unwanted Visitor. Oh, what the?
Let's try.
Wow, okay.
Enough.
Ha, he's dead. Not bad at all.
The things I do for you, Mid.
Sid! Oh, thank goodness you're safe.
God, man.
You shouldn't have any trouble now.
Indeed. Well, don't let us keep you. We'll, see that everything is transported safely back to the hideaway.
All right. I'll let Mid know you're on your way.
And lastly... oh, we leveled up. So now I'm level 34. Still 4 levels underneath that fucking guy in the desert. It's nice to have quite a bit of downtime after a major story event, but I kind of want things to ratchet up a little bit.
We're seeing troops amass at every border.
Also, I am fucking tense to find out what happened with Joshua. If you remember, we cut off as he was going to tell a story to Dion. He asked, how did you survive? It's like, oh, it's a grand tale. And then it cut to black, and I'm like, ah, come on, game.
If I don't come up with something soon.
Mid. Helena has recovered the material for the helm. She'll be along shortly.
Excellent. Another job well done.
And just one remaining.
Right, the shielding. This one's a bit of a bugger.
How so?
The plating's enough to stop the engines going pop, but those things will still be spitting out enough fire to set the rest of the ship ablaze. Which is why you need proper shielding. A prison for the dragon's breath that's blazing away inside. I thought a triple thick layer of tempered steel might do it. Or more of the stuff that the Fallen use, but they'd both be too heavy. The helm and the plating are bulky enough as it is. Add any more weight and the whole ship would be at the bottom of the briny before we'd even started. I need something light. But I've racked my brains and I just can't think what would do it.
Well, if I were in need of obscure knowledge, I know whose counsel I would seek. Harpocrates.
I was going to say the guy in the desert, but...
Yeah, well, I'd thought of that, obviously. I've got all the details written down here. Can you take this to him, see what he makes of it?
Why can't you go? He's just upstairs.
Right away.
Willing to bet that after all this is done, she might not want to go to see Sid's grave anyway. It just feels like she's given us all this busy work to try and take our minds off it.
Why is she that thingy not to go?
I'm not sure. I don't think we properly met her before.
Harpocrates, do you have the moment?
For you, Clive? Always.
Well, actually, it's for Mid this time. Could you take a look at this?
Shielding for a mithril engine? Whatever will that girl think of next? And what are these notes around the edges?
She has some specific requirements for the materials. The shielding needs to be able to resist extreme heat on the inside, and yet remain cool enough on the outside not to set the ship alight, while also being light enough not to sink it. As you can imagine, she's struggling to find anything that meets her needs.
I see.
I wondered if you might know of a solution, or if you might be able to search the records for one.
Perhaps it is not a different material she requires.
I was about to say, layer different materials together.
What do you mean?
Consider the lake we have made our home. Its blighted waters eat away far more quickly than fresh water or even brine, at timber and steel alike. And yet, we have made a home here from those very materials nonetheless.
We have. But Bardolph must varnish every board twice over to keep it from rotting. And Obelus complains that without a constant supply of pitch. I see.
Early Gregorian histories speak of a preparation known as moon dew. It is said to be able to resist even the most ferocious flames. Before the dragoons tamed the worms and wyverns of the realm, nobles would daub their castle walls with it in order to guard against dragonfire.
So if we could recreate it...
It might be applied to some material or other in order to provide the protection Mid requires. As to how best to apply it and to what material, perhaps Bardolph and Obelus might be of assistance. I shall speak to them and see what wisdom they might have to offer. If you would be so kind as to procure the necessary ingredients, I shall discuss the specifics of how it might be most effectively put to use with our two friends.
Okay, then.
The knowledge of the past may yet prove useful to we of the modern era.
Yeah, an old
Hippocrates.
fogey like you would say that.
Asking others to help you. Perhaps I should too.
Haven't seen Jill for some time.
So you need a hand, do you?
We do. I'll be heading to market for the ingredients we need. I could do with some help. And some company too.
The other can assist me in researching how best to prepare the shielding itself.
Can we count on your aid?
Always. Well, if Jill's game.
Thank you.
Wait, if we're taking Jill...
Sure. Either of these fine young minds would prove indispensable in my research. I leave the decision as to who will go with whom in your capable hands, Clive.
I'm taking Jill. Come on. Obviously, I'm taking Jill.
So, Clive, have you made your decision? Who will accompany you on your little excursion?
I'm not taking Taria, it's Jill.
Very well. So then, what do we need to find?
I have taken the liberty of preparing a list. Here.
White chocobo eggs. Pepio nuts. Are you sure this list is right? Everything on here seems very edible. I would have thought the ingredients would be a little more exotic.
Though these items may seem mundane, they have potent effects that are rarely exploited, effects for which they were once highly prized. So much so, in fact, that they were harvested almost to extinction, hence moon dews having fallen from favor. Now, of course, they can be obtained with ease. You should be able to find everything you need at the market in Northreach.
Is that so? I've been meaning to visit Northreach anyway. I'll set out now. Join me there when you're ready.
I will. Until then.
You two enjoy yourselves.
You too, Talia.
Ha! Sorry, Talia, but you're no match for Jill. Is Jill actually in my party? Like, can I use her in combat? No. That sucks.
Now, where's Jill?
There's talk that the Glassgate flood has...
Welcome, welcome. You'll have to wait until the next caravan. And a fine, fine day
Them
to
pilchards
you.
nice and chilled.
Right. Oh, there she is.
Are those Pepio nuts?
How goes the hunt for ingredients?
I've only just started. I'm sure everything we need is somewhere amongst all these stalls, though. Why don't we split up and see? We'll take a couple of ingredients each.
All right. What am I looking for?
How about you look for the Pepio nuts and some garlic? I'll find the other things we need. We can meet by the gate when we're finished.
Garlic. We're gonna use garlic to keep the engines cool.
You'll not find a bruised... Fresh cuts! Come and get them before they...
What can I interest you in today? I hope it's to your liking.
Wow, you actually have to pay 10 gil for it. What if you didn't have 10 gil?
Good day.
Now you can very easily go get 10 gil. Garlic Bread X says I'll help.
Oi, don't touch anything.
20 gil for Pepio nuts.
And
Thanks for nothing.
That's everything. Let's see how Jill's getting on.
That price.
Yeah, where is Jill?
Did you find everything?
I did. Here.
Garlic and pepio nuts. Perfect.
What about you?
Now all that remains is for Harpocrates to somehow turn all this into what Mid needs to keep her engine cool. But before we head back, would you walk with me a while?
Interesting. Hey, she's got bread.
Nice.
Thank you for asking me to help you today. It makes a nice change.
It does. It's good to get away from all the battle and bloodshed for once. Just being here reminds me of when we were children. Do you remember? Walking down Market Street in Rosalith, taking in the sights and smells.
How could I forget? What with Torgal's antics. Remember how his nose would prick up at the scent of sausages? He'd go racing away and we'd have to go running after him. We wouldn't catch you now, would we, boy?
Was there anything you wanted to buy for yourself while we're here?
There was, yes. Well, sort of. Molly in the kitchens told me about a place that sells particularly good pies. Thought you might like to share one with me.
I would.
I'll share your pie.
And I saw some bread.
Aha.
Big white cobs like the baker back in Rosalith used to make. What do you think? I thought we might get some soup to dip it in. But then I tried a slice of the butcher's dry-cured ham and it was just... oh,
You all right?
sorry. It's just... you're right. I really do feel like a child again being here with you.
Let's go shopping and just buy a whole bunch of food to eat.
Clive. Is it wrong of me to enjoy this?
Hell no.
Yeah.
No, Jill. This is how life should be. And it's how our lives will be when our work is finally done. When we can live on our own terms.
I hope so. Thank you, Clive.
This doesn't give me good vibes. I feel like they're setting us up for a fail.
Shh. Shh. Don't say anything.
Well, I suppose we better be getting back. I need to give these ingredients to Harpocrates and Talia. I'll see you at the hideaway.
Take care.
I will. You too.
I'm liking what I'll call these loyalty missions. Because they, like I said earlier, they remind me of the loyalty missions from Mass Effect. That was a deep sigh.
Tired of life.
So what's new?
That is very true. I would berate you for it, but I cannot argue. Looking at all this nice scenery though reminds me of the Scottish Highlands.
You live near the Scottish Highlands, man. You went on a bloody hike just last weekend.
Yes, and I was just about to say it, then I get PTSD of that hike I did last weekend. But the scenery is beautiful. That's one thing. Every time I stopped when I was dying for breath, I thought, my God, this land is a beautiful land.
I haven't actually been properly in the Scottish Highlands. I really should go at some point.
Well, Cooksel, There is no time like the present. Get your butt up here and we'll go hiking, get lost.
How's work on the shielding progressing, Hippocrates?
Well, very well indeed. And thanks in no small part to your kind assistance. I was just explaining to Tarja how we might best go about preparing the moon dew. And now that we have all the ingredients, we may begin.
You can count on me. I've mixed more than a few mysterious concoctions in my time.
I'm sure you have. What about the shielding itself?
Work is underway, under the watchful eyes of Bardolph and Obolus.
Apparently, it'll be ready soon.
Thank you. All of you.
Right then. Jill, would you join me in the infirmary? Many hands make light work and all that.
Of course. Oh, and Clive, thank you. It was nice just being with you.
It appears our work here is almost at an end. A shame. I was enjoying playing the man of action for once.
Now you can be the man of looking behind books again.
It will merely be
Wait, man of action?
one to the other.
What the fuck did he do?
By a rigorous process of testing and retesting, of course.
He read books and found out how to do the thing.
Warn young Mid of
Not what I'd call that.
Leave it to me. Thank you, Hippocrates. Well, I better go and give Mid the good news then.
Yeah. And let's see if she'll come to the grave now. Keeping the end goal in mind. Don't want these guys to forget.
We're seeing troops amassing at every border.
See if there's anything to get.
How may I help you today, Clive? Come to claim your just desserts?
Not yet.
Come again. I may have more for you.
I think Mid might need some help.
All right, Mid, what's going on?
Sorry to keep you waiting, Mid. But you'll be pleased to know that work on the shielding is underway.
You found something for it?
In a manner of speaking, Hippocrates knew of a substance that's highly resistant to heat. A coating that should provide the protection you need. He's supervising the construction and testing of the shielding as we speak.
Brilliant! I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Don't thank me. I'm just the errand boy.
Right then, better start working out how to bolt all these bits together. To the Black Hammer!
Oh, she's actually leaving now.
You know, when I got into the smithing game, I thought I'd be making swords and shields, not thermal bleeding didgeridoo-dahs.
Displacement stacks.
Same difference. Whatever you call it, I ain't putting it together in here. It's cramped enough as it is. Let's take this outside.
Outside where?
All the parts lined up on the deck. I'll take care of the rest.
On my way!
Oh, and bring me the biggest hammer you can find. This is gonna require some precision walloping.
We're making a ship, right? They're gonna just hammer it together. I guess so. Sometime later. Oh. We've got bits. Wait, that's the engine.
It's finished! It's finally finished!
Looks like it's gonna fall apart.
Thank fuck for that. I'll be feeling my hammer arm for weeks.
I wouldn't be going on that ship on its maiden voyage.
Blackthorn, everyone! That's one down and just 3 more to go.
I'm sorry.
Oh, didn't I tell you? The Enterprise has 4 mithril engines, and we'll be needing a displacement stack for each.
You don't mean...
Don't worry. Now they've got a finished one to work off. My gang in Canva can build the rest.
Good luck to them, I say. Right, I'm off to get a sling for this elbow. Any other work comes in, keep it to yourselves, eh?
I do like the blacksmith. He's got this proper "I'm too old for this shit" attitude.
Can relate.
What's the matter?
Nothing. Just daydreaming. Thinking about the Enterprise sailing off over the horizon to shores unknown. Searching for a land untouched by the Blight. Just like me and my dad planned. So if the worst came to the worst and every scrap of soil in the Twins turned black, we might still have a chance.
But the Twins ain't the whole world then.
That's what she was meant to be. You see, one last chance just in case we needed it. But now she's so close to being finished, I've realized I don't want her to be that. I don't want her to be just a lifeboat for us to cling to if things get desperate. I want
She'll be our main ship.
people to sail aboard her by choice, not from the lack of it.
Crackdeal is
In
here.
a world
What's
where
up?
we're not just trying to survive, but where we can
Right,
actually
Crackdeal.
live.
I'm working on that. And I'll do everything I can to get you what you want.
Don't you always? All right.
What?
My mind's made up. As soon as the Enterprise is fit to sail, I'm putting her under your command. Sod off, I'm trusting in yours.
Are you sure about this?
Something tells me it's what my dad would have wanted.
He'd be proud of you.
You were gonna visit his grave, weren't you?
I was. And you can come too now that your little project is finished.
Right.
Condescending.
There's just one thing I need to finish up first. Won't be a mo.
All right. I'll let Otto know you're coming. Meet us in the mess when you're ready.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Well, she's coming. That's good.
I guess. She's not trying to weasel out of it.
Told me she was building a...
Hang on, we got some side quests. Weird science. And reading table.
ship.
Really?
Let me get on with this side quest actually. Oh, Magical Mardo's here as well. Black Desert Online. Wait, wasn't Black Desert a first-person shooter?
Well, here, Sid. Reckon you might be just the man to help me out of a bit of bother, if you've a mind to.
Let's hear it.
Well, it's about this alembic the chief's got me making.
What?
Lovely bit of kit it is. Bung in a solution you want splitting, and it will separate it out, just like that.
Centrifuge.
Yeah.
Always get rid of all the impurities. And with some of the stuff we need it for, that ain't good enough. Which is why I've been looking for something to filter the liquid we'll be cooking off. And that's where I was hoping you could help me out.
You want me to get filter paper?
I imagine Ty could get some use out of this alembic too. Distilling medicines and the like. All right. Why not?
Proper job!
So what exactly do you need for this filter?
Nothing but bomb ash'll do, says the chief. Gave me a sample
job
from the university stores. Couldn't believe my eyes. You pour the blackest blight water through it, and it comes out clear as a mountain stream. So, I did a bit of reading about where I might be able to get hold of some.
The desert.
And do you know what I found out? It's only the blimmin' bones of a bomb king.
Oh.
They leave them behind when they die, see?
I take it that's where I come in.
If you wouldn't mind. I saw a billet on the hunt board for one just the other day.
Oh, good. I wanted to check the hunt board.
Well, fighting dirty great balls of flame isn't exactly my forte. You, on the other hand...
All right. I'll see what I can do.
I wish we still had Jill.
And good hunting, eh?
Yeah, good hunting. Crack Dealer says, no, you need fish, you dumbass. Taking issue with the fact that apparently, and I have not yet found it, there doesn't seem to be any fishing minigame in this.
Oh. What, no game?
No fishing minigame.
And like no fishing minigame in this whole game so far.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
There
Why
may
is
well
that
be
a
one,
staple?
yeah. It's not a staple of Final Fantasy, but in a lot of Japanese role-playing games, you do get fishing minigames.
You just want to sit there and fish.
I never play them, so... Hunt for a Bomb King. Oh, fuck, it's the one at the end. Oh, no, man, that's fine. The Croc at Sam Breck. Alright, then. Where is the Croc? Hey, hey. Oh god, haven't been here yet. What? If I can't find it, I'm just gonna quickly look on the internet to see where it is. Yeah, I don't know where it is. Give me a moment. Alright, so it says go to Eastern Sam Breck on the world map. Select the Dragon's Eyrie obelisk. Okay. Then travel to the Imperial Chase and you'll find the Bomb King in the Fallen Ruin. Okay. Oh, yeah. You do like this music, don't you?
Yes.
It is real good. Right, it says travel to the Imperial Chase. Oh, we've not been there yet. Okay.
Come on.
Loopy says, where's my Nepu fishing? Wait, is there fishing in Neptunia? I don't know if there is or not. Who the fuck? I don't give a shit. Something sounds bad. There's raptors here. Just straight up raptors.
Wow.
Look, what are they doing?
I'm in an argument with each other. So that was my last sandwich.
Oh, that was easy. God, I'll always remember, you play Final Fantasy VIII, right? And one of the first monsters you can find, right, in your fucking home base is a T-Rex. Just a giant fucking T-Rex. Oh, there it is. The Croc. Well, we've never been here before, so let's see what this is. There's a house in here. Black blood. What? You hear this? Loopy says, there is in the PS5 exclusive Neptunia 1 remake of the Neptunia 1 remake. They remade their remake. Here we go. There's a... Oh, that's it right there, I think. Alright, let's save. I don't think this will be too hard. And now that I've said that, it's going to be fucking really difficult, isn't it? Bomb King. Rank B, fair enough.
Look what we have here. Greetings, Your Majesty. Get him!
Oh fuck, it summoned some dudes. What the fuck are they doing?
There's a good boy.
close. Crack Dealer says, oh, Eno's playing this too. Yeah, I saw that. That's actually what put me in the mood for playing it today. Ooh, nice. Very nice indeed. Bomb and, yeah.
Your reign is over. Now to collect the ash. This looks like the stuff. Let's see if there's any more. That should do it. If Hawaii needs more than this, he can fetch it himself.
Of course he can. Right. You reckon Ina will finish this before me? I hope not.
Is that the thing Tomes helped to build?
Mid told me she was building a
Having said that, she could, if she just focuses on the main quests and plays it a lot. She did a 5-hour stream the other day. I did a 10-hour stream the other day.
It's not a competition, Cookson.
I know it's not a competition. Alright, here we are.
All right there, Sid? How's that hunt for the bomb ash going?
I have it here.
That's the stuff. And plenty of it, too. Enough to keep the Alembic bubbling away for a good old while. You're a gent, Sid. Let nothing say otherwise. Right then. Let's get this contraption up and running.
I want to try that that guy in the fucking desert again.
There we have it. The Telemon Alembic. And it works just like the chief said it would.
Very impressive.
Says the man who cut down a burning boulder. Speaking of which, I still haven't returned the favor.
There's no need. The good it will do for the hideaway is reward enough.
Don't be silly. Why don't you let me take a look at that bag of yours?
What?
The one you keep your potions in. Reckon I can work some magic on that.
What kind of magic?
Well, we happen to have isolated a substance in our test run of the Alembic that I reckon will make even the toughest lever supple as anything. Thought we might use it to breathe new life into old boots and the like. Save the hideaway a few gil. Ah, I reckon if we slap a bit on your bag, it'll loosen it up enough for you to squeeze in a bottle or two more.
Yes! More healing items.
It can't hurt to try, I suppose.
That's the spirit. Leave it with me. I'll only be a mo.
So this was to upgrade our bag.
Well, what do you reckon?
It certainly feels more flexible.
Right? Told you.
Thank you. I think.
No. Thank you for supporting Mid and the rest of us in our endeavors. Without you, we'd never have been able to discover wonders like that stuff I rubbed on your bag. And I'm telling you, there's plenty more where that came from.
Okay. Crack dealer says, boo, give us a fishing rod. Whatever, man. There's no fishing in this game. Just have to accept it. Alright. You've obtained a treated potion satchel, hereby increasing your capacity for carrying consumables. Amp slot increases are as follows. You can keep 6 potions, 4 high potions, 3 strength tonics, and 3 stone skin tonics. Alright, so still only 2 elixirs, but I suppose that's fine.
Help you today, Clive? All yours. All done?
Lippy says you have to go to another city in 4 hours, and here you are waiting for my suffering. You hope your time here spent here becomes worth it. Well, I was about to go to fight that notorious Mark again. It killed me earlier in the same stream today, so we'll see. I've only leveled up once since then, so presumably I'm still underprepared.
Oh, pleasure. If you're gonna buy something, be quick about it. You're rubbing me blind, you know. You'll not find a better price than that. Is that all?
Right, let me save the game. And let's see this hunt. There's another fucking side quest. A bit afterwards. If you want suffering, here we are.
No turning back.
Oh, it just jumps right into it. Oh, fuck me. You know what? Just going straight into this. Okay, whatever you say. Fuck me, that fucking poison mist. Bloody hell. God, that fucking attack is so manky. Now where is he? Oh dear.
That's better.
Oh, fuck. Where'd he go? All right, beat him this time.
Those who kill for sport deserve no better.
Indeed. Torgal, you get... hang on. You get pets.
What a fine hound.
There we are.
A fine hound indeed.
Right, I just wanted to take that guy out. So, sorry, Loopy, still no suffering. I actually managed to beat him this time. Now let me restock my potions.
Well, don't just stand there gawping. Going purse weighing you down. You'll not find a better price than that. Is that all?
Yeah.
What do you need? What's saying Fordian, dear?
Alright, new sword, I suppose.
Should last you a good while. My best work, but it'll do. Anything else?
Nope. Right, what else is there? Wait, there was another fucking side quest. The reading table. Right, it's 10:36.
The crystal too.
Still got plenty of time. Oh, there's multiple side quests. Okay, he might have come across something.
Trouble with the ledgers. Shouldn't he be asking Otto for help?
Accounting problems. Oh boy. Karen's got a problem as well.
What could be wrong with Torgal? He seemed well enough when I last saw him.
We last saw him like 5 minutes ago.
Should be fine.
And the last one's an upgrade quest. Ooh, okay.
Hopefully it's nothing. But I should speak to Blackthorn just in case. I got your note. You think something's wrong with Torgal?
So you can read. Congratulations.
Well, thanks for the
I
snark.
didn't say I were wrong with him. I said something weren't right. He's not been eating me treats. He used to love cracking the bones from Molly's boiled brown, but now he won't so much as look at them. Didn't like him. Which is why I'm of a mind that his mind's on something else. You've not been working him too hard, have you?
No harder than usual. Is that it, boy? Do you need a rest?
I'm not letting him go from the party.
What was it you said he was? A frost wolf?
That's what the lawsman seems to think.
Then maybe this all has something to do with whatever it is that's woken inside him.
I suppose things have been different since Rosalith. Perhaps Hippocrates knows something.
Instead of everything, you mean? Perhaps.
Right.
Blackthorn, do you have a moment?
Not really, no.
This won't take long. I just wanted to ask how you're getting on. August was worried about you, that you might still be doubting your craft, even after learning the trick of that cuirass. Is there something else weighing on your mind? Perhaps sharing your thoughts might help.
That bastard's like a dog with a bone. Still, he's got a keen eye, I'll give him that. He's just, well, Karen showed me something I've never seen before.
Again.
And that was?
A sword. An odd-looking thing with a single-edged blade. The metal itself wasn't anything to write home about, but fuck me, the edge on it. You could slice a man clean in two with a weapon like that, and he'd be halfway home before he even realised he'd been cut.
So that's what's troubling you?
No. Not troubling me exactly. More distracting. Can't stop thinking, how do you get an edge that sharp? It's driving me mad.
And if you knew how to do it, we could arm the curse breakers with even better blades.
That's about the size of it, yeah.
I'll see what I can find out. Sharper swords are always welcome. And we can't have our master blacksmith being distracted.
You're a soft touch, you know that. But I can't say I'm not grateful for it. Good luck, eh?
Thank you. Let's see what Karen knows about this sword.
I'm just checking Twitter right now. First post I see, right? First tweet, rather, I see. Dreamborn says, requests for FF16 DLC are mounting in Japan because of good reviews. Two of the popular requests is to have a DLC related to Leviathan, and also have a DLC where you can go on dates with Jill all across Valisthea. I would totally go with that.
You're looking well, Karen.
What do you want? Out with it.
I want to know about the sword you showed Blackthorn. Single-edged and extremely sharp.
Running around after him again, are you?
I suppose I am, yes. But I need to help him find out how to work an edge like that. It's driving him to distraction.
Little wonder, I suppose. There's not many like that make it as far as the twins, and those that do go straight into private collections. Which made it nice and easy finding a buyer.
Can you tell me who bought it? Where is it now?
You think I tell people who my clients are? Suppose you're not likely to go nicking him off me, are you now? Fine. If you stop mooning at me like that. Lord Ignac's the man you want. Dalmekian bloke. Collects weapons and the like. And he's got more money than sense, which is why he's one of my favourite clients. Reckon he'll still be at the inn in Dalamil, where I left him.
Thank you, Karen.
Any excuse to go back there.
And he's a touch eccentric, if you take my meaning.
I appreciate the warning.
Is that the thing Terms helped?
Mid told me she was building a ship.
Clive, did you get my letter?
That's why I'm here.
Shh. I don't want to be listening.
Is this better?
A little. Listen, I've some bad news. It turns out the Hideaway may be slightly behind in its payment to certain lenders, and it's may be my fault, but I swear to the goddess, I thought I had the numbers square. Sadly, that square turned out to be more of a circle. 0, you might say. I can straighten it out, I swear, but it's gonna take some time, and I'm gonna need help keeping it from Otto.
Bit late for that, I'd say.
Oh, what a surprise!
So let me get this straight. You forget to pay our lenders what they're due, and instead of coming straight to me, you get Clive to come to you. And I hope he'll dig you out of the hole you've dug for yourself. Clive, the man in charge of the place you've been cheerfully trying to bankrupt. And you thought this was a cunning plan. Why? Well, who needs paying?
Oh, just Martha. And the dame. And, well, Lady Karen. But only 500 talents.
We owe 3 of our most trusted friends 5 million gil.
Each. 5 million.
How'd you fuck up that bad?
They lent us the bulk of the money we used to rebuild the hideaway, you see, and, well, I must have made some sort of oversight.
Those ledgers were my responsibility, and it was my decision to entrust them to you.
The question I have is, what did you do with that 15 million gil?
Do we have that much to hand? I can always ask my uncle.
No, we don't. And no, you won't. We've lightened Lord Rosfield's purse enough. After the king's ransom we had off him, he deserves better than to see our begging bowl. Besides, we'll need to learn to stand on our own if we're gonna make this work.
All right. But that doesn't mean you have to shoulder the burden yourself. Is there anything I can do to help?
Go start
There
selling
might be.
matches.
How'd you fancy taking these to Martha and the dame?
Rocks.
Rocks, he says. Worth 1,000 talents apiece, these are. A little something Sid and I set aside for when times got lean. And I reckon 15 million in overdue debt probably qualifies. I just hope our associates' eyes are a bit more discerning than yours.
I'm sure they will be.
Should be me making the rounds, really.
Well, why aren't you
You know
then?
how it is with this place. Orders to bark, arses to wipe and all that.
I know. Which is why I don't mind going in your place.
Go. Do you know why I only gave Master Clive here 2 star rubies?
Because you'd rather Lady Karen killed me.
Because I'd rather Lady Karen killed you. Yes.
Then he walks away.
Well, I suppose this is goodbye then.
Don't worry. I'm sure Karen will understand.
Really? Do you think so?
No, I don't.
Well, you're fucked.
Mid told me she was building a ship.
Is that the thing Tomes helped to build? Ugh, I'm never drinking
Lawsman, I need to ask you about Torgal. Something's not right with him.
He isn't ill, is he?
I don't think so. But according to Lady Karen, he seems to have lost his appetite, which is certainly a new development. She says he's hardly been touching his bones of late, and she believes it may have something to do with what happened at Rosalith Castle.
I rather think she might be right, though not about his appetite. All canids are instinctively inclined to crack open bones for the rich marrow that resides within. and I see no reason why a frost wolf should be any different. Accordingly, I suspect it is not a lack of appetite that afflicts Torgal, but a surfeit of it. If we assume that his newfound magics require additional nourishment to sustain, it may well be that the bones Lady Karen is accustomed to providing are no longer sufficient. Frost wolves, after all, habitually prey upon far larger animals, whose bones may yield altogether different nutrients. As to where one might find a suitable substitute, some antelopes that graze the meadows of eastern Rosaria have been known to grow to a size more than double that of their lesser cousins.
I don't recall ever seeing any that large.
And little wonder. The oldest and largest such creatures rarely leave the safety of the highlands for fear of predators.
Isn't this just a setup for Iwahime?
I recall hearing about took place near Cressida, and that was long before the village was abandoned.
Even so, it seems like a good place to start.
Well, guys, we're hunting deer.
Clive, we weren't expecting you.
I wasn't expecting to be here, but it seems we still owe you a considerable amount of coin for your help with our rebuilding efforts. And though I doubt it's what you were expecting, we were hoping you'd take this as payment.
A star ruby? I can't accept this. It's worth at least twice what you owe me. More if you can find yourself the right buyer.
Think of the difference as interest.
Interest? If word got out I charged that much, no one would ever borrow from me again. Anyway, why are you the one here asking me about this? I'd have expected Otto. Bit much sending the Lord Marquis out to settle your debts, isn't it? The old goat working himself to death again?
Something like that. Most days I think he's the only reason the hideaway's still standing.
Same as always, eh? Back when the place was nothing but a twinkle in the eye of a recently retired Lord Commander, word is he was the first one Sid reached out to. Probably knew that without his strong arm and level head, the idea would never get off the ground. Sid may have been the face of the hideaway, but Otto's always been the backbone. And when Sid passed away, we were all worried that would be the end of it. That Otto would just give up.
His death was hard on everyone. But it must have hit Otto hardest of all.
But he didn't give up, did he? Quite the opposite, in fact. If I recall, he was the one who nominated you as Sid's replacement, and rallied the rest around you. I reckon what he saw in Sid, he saw in you too. And don't we all? Doesn't hurt that you're half as stubborn and twice as handsome, neither. That, and you keep good company.
I suppose I do.
I still miss Sid, though. He was...
Must be nice.
Yeah, he was just too badass for this.
I was just gonna say, it must be nice to be called, what was it, double as handsome? I don't know, get compliments like that, man.
Oh dear, I'm out of save slots. Oh well.
Oh no.
Time to rotate. Would you say Clive is twice as handsome as Sid, though?
I can kind of get it. It's like more youthful look. It's more, Clive is the original. Sorry, Sid was more rugged.
I like Sid.
Clive's...
Sid's style is more my type.
I'm not surprised.
Green sheaves. Wait. Oh, I have fully stocked up on potions.
Let's go.
Crack Dealer says you ran out of save slots still, you didn't go fishing. Look, man, I can't recall many fishing minigames in any Final Fantasy, and I've played almost every single one of them. So I don't know why you keep bringing this up.
Well, it's certainly quiet. If I were a giant antelope, it would seem like just the place.
Giant antelope. Oh, here we are. Elder antelope.
I doubt we'll find one bigger than that. Hungry, Torgal?
Nice more!
Trophy. Character says, because I'm sad there's no fishing, even though your expectations are misplaced, given the fact that there weren't any fishing minigames that I can think of, at least in other ones. So you'll keep bitching about it. Well, you can keep bitching about it. I'm going to stop talking about it.
Will it be enough, I wonder?
Man just wants fishing.
I say that answers my question. Which means we owe the lawsmen our thanks.
We just got the bone right there.
You're just a big puppy, aren't you? A very big puppy.
Best kind of puppy.
You do know you can take that with you, Torgal. Lady Karen will be relieved to hear you've got your appetite back. Come on, boy.
Thought of the use for this move. Wait, taunt can be used to lure enemies into it. There's a taunt in this? Where? Let's see. If I put this move here. Right. Alright, what was I doing now? Finished here. It's 11 PM, so we'll keep doing side quests and leave it at that. I think I'll need to refresh my memory as to what happened in Iwaihime as well, because we're doing that on your channel
Take
tomorrow.
notice of wealthy men. Shouldn't be too hard to track down Karen's collector.
see.
The Sendrix Fang is gone. The whole Mother Crystal gone. What are we gonna do?
Calm yourself. We don't know for sure. It could have just been a tremor.
Hey, go check it yourself.
Yeah. You. Listen. I've got this theory. The Fallen. I don't think they all fell. Some of them are still living among us. You could be one of them. I could be one of them.
I mean, this guy's talking about it, but that's what I think is going to happen. The Fallen will be part of the story.
Back again, are you? Any more trouble and you'll be barred for life, however deep your friends' pockets might be.
Welcome. If you're hoping for a bed, I'm afraid you'll have to look elsewhere. One of our wealthier patrons has purchased the use of every room, hoping to keep out the riffraff, as he puts it.
Can you imagine that? Just book every room in a hotel.
It'd be nice to be that rich.
My reputation will be ruined! Ruined!
Calm yourself, Lord Ignac, I beg of you, before you do yourself a mischief.
Yeah, Lord Knick-Knack.
Pardon the intrusion, but...
Out! Get out! I paid for these rooms so I wouldn't be disturbed. Leave me be!
Please, allow me to apologize. His lordship is going through a difficult time, and he's never been fond of guests arriving unannounced.
I know that feeling.
Raheem! Get rid of the filthy oaf this instant!
Yeah.
Very good, Lord Ignac. Would you mind stepping outside for a moment?
Wait, why are we here again?
I'm sorry if I've caused you any trouble.
That? Oh, no. That's just how his lordship is. Though the morning's events have left him somewhat fractious. He's been dispossessed of his luggage, you see. The thieves also made away with a considerable amount of coin. Coin the innkeeper will soon be keen to collect.
I don't suppose a certain blade was among the stolen items. A single-edged sword. It was purchased from a merchant friend of mine.
Ah, you know Lady Karen. Yes, I'm afraid it was.
Then I'll retrieve Lord Ignac's luggage. But I have one condition.
You have but to state it. You are welcome to anything that is within my power to grant.
I want an audience with Lord Ignac. A few minutes should be enough. Then I'll be on my way.
A condition I would be a fool to refuse. Of course, you shall have your audience.
I don't suppose you saw where the thieves went?
I did not, no. Though some discreet inquiries made on his lordship's behalf mean that I know where you might find them. The bandit's bed. Every ill-gotten coin in Dalimil is said to pass through that disreputable corner of the Valcroy.
And that's where I'm heading.
I shall speak to Lord Ignac in your absence, and arrange for an audience upon your triumphant return.
That will be very kind of you.
Farewell, and best of luck.
Wait, is that the correct exit? Yeah, it is. Fuck off, scorpions. Oh, it's a thug.
We've got company! Come on, lads, let's tear the bastard's head off!
Farewell.
This must be Ignac's luggage. Nothing seems to be damaged. All right. Let's get it back to Dalamil.
I hear I have you to thank for the return of my effects. What shall I call you, my good man?
Wyvern. Glad to make your acquaintance.
A formidable name indeed. Well, Wyvern, I appear to be in your debt. Redeem here tells me you wished for an audience. Is that all?
A few moments of your time should suffice, yes.
You're a peculiar fellow, Wyvern. All right. Speak.
Master Wyvern was wondering if you could tell him about a certain single-edged sword you recently acquired.
Oh, a true work of art, that one. Karen drove me hard on the price, but I would have sold her Radim here to get my hands on that.
Poor guy.
It's made in the Outer Isles, far beyond the Twins, and is used exclusively by the practitioners of a unique school of swordsmanship. They believe no combat should ever exceed a single strike, and hone their blades to such perfection that none ever does. Each sword is made for that one perfect stroke, and for that stroke only. They crack upon a second blow. There's a brutal sort of beauty to it, really.
But how do they hone such an edge?
Fine question. Why, they use a whetstone, of course. Whetstones, rather. A whole array of them, ranging from the coarse to the fine. 10,000 licks with the sharpening stone, then 10,000 more. But it is the final stone which lends the blade its legend.
It's going to be a samurai sword, isn't it?
A mineral quite foreign to this
Probably.
realm of ours. And that is the key. The secret ingredient.
They are saying it's sharpen one side only, after
Why,
all.
when it occurs to me that my little lecture is hardly equal to services rendered. Take this, together with my regards. The very stone of which I spoke. Far rarer among collectors than even the blade itself. And a far more fitting payment.
Thank you.
Pardon the intrusion, my lordship. However, it is long past time we prepared ourselves to depart.
So it is. I am locked in bitter competition with a rival collector of curiosities. I am one step ahead of the unscrupulous scoundrel, but he is hard at my heels.
Are there many other collectors out there?
Too many to count, but only one do I consider my nemesis. Lord Byron Rosfield. And is a perennial thorn in my side.
I can imagine.
Farewell, Wyvern. May our paths cross again. Radim, we mustn't dawdle.
I think his lordship is rather taken with you, Master Wyvern. Thank you again for your assistance.
Oh, thank you.
Coming, my lordship. I'll be right there.
Trust Uncle Byron to find such an interesting rival. Now, let's see what Blackthorn makes of this whetstone, shall we?
What else is there to do out here? What was this one? Oh, yes.
There's talk.
At the glass gate.
Did you hear?
The gates to heaven.
I want to see you.
What am I going to do without Sweetwater and oil of talc?
Milady, I come bearing gifts.
Gifts? Whatever is the occasion. Oh my. Clive, you really have outdone yourself.
Explain what it's for, you fool.
Asked me to give it to you. To settle the Hideaway's debt with the Veil. And to compensate you for the time it took us to do so.
You disappoint me, Clive. I thought you might finally be warming to me. Tell Otto he can keep his baubles. I tried to tell him as much the first time around. The man owes me nothing, nor does the Hideaway. My contribution to the restoration effort was made freely and willingly. It was the least I could do.
You once told me Sid did you a kindness. I'd like to do the same. Please, accept it. For my sake. And for Otto's. For all of us. For all you've done.
It is rather fetching, isn't it? Very well. Otto is lucky to have you, Clive. I doubt anything could ever replace his son. But you and the others at the Hideaway are the closest thing he has to family.
Otto had a son.
Long ago, yes. Sid told me Otto lost him when he was just a boy, and blamed himself for not being able to stop it. I don't know how it happened, whether there was anything he could have done, but it was clear that it weighed heavily on him.
I didn't know.
How could you have? I doubt anyone did. Besides Sid, I've never met a man more keen to bear his sorrows in stoic silence. An ill habit, given that both have always been surrounded by friends desperate to help them.
I'm beginning to see that. Go will want to know the stones were delivered. If he's still with us.
Right, now we can just cash in the side quests. Hang on a second.
Is that the thing Tomes helped you with?
Mid told me she was building a ship.
Goat. Still alive, I see. So Lady Karen accepted the ruby.
Ah, about that. I tried my best, but she was just too stubborn to take it. She threw it right back in my face, in fact, and told me I could stick my stupid stone where the sun don't shine.
Karen refused payment.
I hope it wasn't something I said.
I'm sure you were as tactful as ever. Let me see what I can do.
Oh, wonderful. I hope you have better luck than I did.
God damn it, Goat.
Lady Karen, Goat tells me you weren't happy with our offer. Would you prefer the debt was repaid in coin?
What debt? I don't recall lending any of you like me hard-earned gil. I may have tossed a talent or two in the Hideaway's coffers, but those were donations, and you can hardly call it charity if you go asking for it back.
Of course not. But one good turn deserves another. And our circumstances have changed. Surely you wouldn't shun the gratitude of a pauper who happened to have become a prince.
Oh, so you're a prince now, are you? Fine. But I'm selling it and taking what I'm owed, then you're getting the rest whether you like it or not. Where'd you even get this? A decent trader might nab 1,000 talents for a star ruby. A canny one, meanwhile, might claim it were nicked from the belt of Sid the Outlaw himself and ask twice as much. Might be I already have a buyer in mind. Might be you even know her. A fine continental maid whose beauty's only eclipsed by a guile in commerce. You wouldn't mind, would you?
Not at all. Just be sure to tell her that it's always a pleasure doing business.
I hear you ended up delivering all 3 stones. Thanks to this lump. I sometimes wonder what I pay you for.
Speaking of which, I still haven't been paid last month's wages.
Oh, so you remember what's owed to you then? Get your ass behind that disc of yours and don't get up before those ledgers are square.
Right away.
What guy? Later, crack dealer.
I've seen that before.
You have, yeah. Plenty of times. It was the only goblet Sid ever used. Either out of habit, or because the filthy sod couldn't be bothered to find a clean one.
I knew so little about him.
Like most people.
Martha and the Dame both seem to have fond memories of him.
Huh. I bet they do.
How long did you know Sid before he...
Before he died. 20 summers, give or take. Back in the day, I was a purser on a trade ship, which is where I met him. He bought passage to... I forget where. And having nothing better to do on the long nights, we set up drinking island rum till the morning bell dragged me back to my duties. Quit my post not long after that. On account of making a fine maiden's belly fat. But me and Sid stayed close, promising we'd one day sail the seas again. That was before fate stepped in and said she was having none of it. The magic woke inside my son soon after his first name day, and there was no hiding his knack.
Couldn't you and your family have?
My family were the ones who summoned the constable, wanted the monster taken away. I couldn't turn my back on him, forget what I felt, and I couldn't for the life of me understand how they could. Luckily, Sid was of the same mind as me. It was him who stood beside me when all I wanted was to tear the whole world down. Him who cried for me when I had no tears left of my own. Him who swore he'd do everything he could to stop it from happening again.
And he was true to his word, too. Left the Royal Army once and for all. His ranks, his ribbons, gone. Just like that. Threw away everything he had. All to right a wrong that no one else had the courage to face. I knew then I'd follow that man to the ends of the earth.
Ah, more Sid.
Always too clever for his own good, was Sid. Saw the world for what it really was, while the rest of us were content to go along with the lie we were shown.
Now this is a treat.
It can't have been easy, bearing that burden alone. But he didn't let it stop him. He never lost faith in what he believed was right. And that gave us faith in him. Faith he'd steer us true. So I swore to myself that I'd always be right behind him, ready to catch the stubborn sod, if ever he should fall.
What a tease. Could have given him a single word, would have been great.
But I couldn't even do that. Ignore me. Just the ramblings of a tired old man. Leave that lot. I'll tidy it up in a bit.
This is Sid's handwriting. Dear Otto.
I may be drunk, but I wanted you to know this place would be fucked without you. Love you, you grumpy old sod.
This note.
Hmm? What about it?
Sid was right. Without you, we'd all be lost.
He should have bloody well said so then. Just once. Before he went. But then, why would he? Him, or anyone? I'd only have told him to piss off. You're wrong, though. Both of you. It was never just me keeping the hideaway afloat. It was all of us. I just shoved people in the right direction, and I barely seem to be able to do that anymore.
Would you rather go at the helm?
Well, maybe I've got a few more years left in me.
I'm going to hold you to that, Otto.
Before you go, Sid would have wanted you to have this.
But that's...
This'll do me just fine. Thanks for the ray of sunshine. I'll see if I can't pay you back.
Already have.
We are definitely in the second half of the game. That's when people say the side quests get good. And these side quests have been getting good. Alright.
It's way too emotional for this time of night.
Told me she was building a
What are you talking about? It's nighttime. It's the perfect time for emotions.
I'm in the middle of trying to code something and
Well, that's your
I'm
fault.
sitting there watching. It's your fault. You decided to stream tonight. I blame you. But I got the thing to work, so...
So that's alright then.
Yeah, so...
You and Torgal had gone off somewhere. Take him for a walk, did you?
You could say that.
So, Molly's leftovers weren't good enough, eh? That'll teach me for treating you like you're still a pup. All right, no need to shout. Now we know what you're after, I can see about getting some in.
Speaking of which, I brought one for later. Can I leave it with you?
Oh, I've been carrying around this antelope leg this whole time.
Can I?
Yeah.
I'm nice like that. In return, you can thank Tomes for me. The bloody know-it-all.
I was just on my way to see him.
I could do with ordering some food, but it's a bit too
Sorry
late.
for the wait. But hopefully he'll agree it was worth it.
You learned something about that sword then?
I did better than that.
A whetstone?
Yes.
It's not a whetstone, it needs to be flattened.
Not one you'll find anywhere in Valisthea.
Have you ever tried sharpening something on a whetstone?
Wonder I couldn't get the same finish on the grinding wheel.
Not a whetstone, no.
One hit and all done, eh?
I've got a sharpener for my knife,
So
though.
bad if all you ever fought were duels. Good luck on the battlefield. Your second opponent would be your last, no matter how good you were.
Even so, is there some way it could be used to give the Curse Breakers an edge?
I think so, yeah. With this whetstone and the right kind of steel, I could probably even make a twin of the blade that rattled me. But there'd be no replacing this little rock once I worn it down to a sliver. I reckon we get a dozen swords from it, if that. Swords that the Curse Breakers wouldn't know how to wield properly, and that would see them through a single fire piece. Nah, no point trying to copy that thing. Be about as much use as a wax anvil. But finishing our blades with a whetstone this fine, now that's something to consider. And what's finer than fallen masonry, eh? Or more hard-wearing, for that matter. Just imagine it. Good Valisthean steel with an edge as sharp as any found in the Outer Isles. I won't make a copy, nah. I'll make something much better.
I'm sure the Curse Breakers will be delighted.
What about me?
Don't push yourself too hard.
Don't you worry about me, Sunshine. I've been working day and night since I was half your age, and I'll still be here when you're long gone.
That's the kind of stubborn old goat you like.
Thanks, Clive. I mean it. I owe you one. August too. It's good to know someone's looking out for me.
He'll be happy to hear you said that.
And I'll see that my debt to you's paid. First new blade I make's got your name on it. You
Nice.
will find me when you've got the materials.
Right. I will.
Alright, this means we've unlocked something.
So we only brought one stone.
We
That
only
kinda
got the
sucks.
one stone. That rich idiot gave it to us.
One stone.
Oh, the Excalibur design draft. That's what we got for this. Right.
Whoa.
Of course it would be the Excalibur. Recipe unlocked. That's going to be the best sword in this game.
I've sharpened a cutthroat razor on one of those things, and it's a pain in the arse.
So, what'll it be?
Wait, how do I make the Excalibur? Right, I need a Grimalkin hide. Oh, I've seen a Grimalkin on the board. And I need a Scarletite.
What the hell was that?
It's a metal. I feel like we saw Scarletite somewhere.
Fine.
Hang on. 11:30. I'll just end with the last side quest that I have to turn in.
What, a bone to pick?
Yeah.
Is that the thing Tomes helped?
Sounds good.
But let me just check the board because I saw a Grimalkin hunt. Right, I saw it here somewhere. There, Grimalkin. In the Cattery in Dalmikia. It's a C rank, so it should be easy to get. Let me have a C. We might need to go north. I don't know where the Cattery is.
Gonna see some cats.
There's a lot of the desert that we haven't been in yet. There's areas here. Holy shit.
Can you only like fast
Holy
travel to
shit.
these areas? Or can you like just walk this whole area and unlock them?
No, you have to walk the area and unlock it. To get the fast travel points,
Okay.
you have to get there first.
Right, okay.
Right, so that means we've got a shitload of desert to unlock. That's crazy. For the Titan missions, we only had to do this much. There's all this area that we haven't been to yet. Interesting. Well, I'll keep that in mind. To make the Excalibur at some point. But we're not going to do that today. I'm just going to turn in the side quest and call it quits.
Fair enough.
Quite happy to see Sid again, even if only in a memory.
Oh, my man said.
Ah, Clive. Were you able to locate your quarry?
We were indeed, Lawsman. You pointed us in exactly the right direction. And Torgal's been a very happy hound ever since.
Very good, very good.
Lady Karen sends her thanks, by the way, for your part in solving the mystery.
Ah. But that reminds me. After your last visit, I found myself pondering Torgal's talents. Do you recall our conversation concerning Lady Jill's role in Torgal's transformation?
About how she somehow woke the power within him.
Precisely that. A reasonable conclusion, I thought. But one which raised certain questions in my mind. You see, the Fenrir of legend served Shiva and Shiva alone. And while the powers attributed to him are certainly impressive, the records imply they are somewhat different in nature to those you described Torgal as having used.
What are you suggesting?
That Torgal may be the beneficiary of more than one icon's power. Consider that in addition to Lady Jill, he has served as a loyal companion to you, your brother, and even the late Sid. In short, the icons hitherto near at hand, or should I say at paw, have been diverse and plenty, and that number has only grown as the realm's dominance have fallen to your sword. One can but speculate as to how all of this has affected Torgal.
He has seemed more fierce of late.
And if I am not mistaken, he will grow fiercer still. We are fortunate indeed to be able to count him amongst our allies and not our adversaries.
Talking about the doggo.
Yeah.
Oh. He's more than an ally. He's a friend.
Slightly increases Torkel's attack potency. I have to wear the accessory. Come on. Alright, and with that, I think that's the side quests for this set done. Yeah, it is. Which means next time we'll be back on the main story.
Ooh.
Yes. And at that point, I think it's a good time to call it quits now.
Yeah.
Let's save the game. I'll play this again later in the week. So yeah, thanks for coming. Hopefully we'll see you next time. Good night.
Night.